Good evening, hockey fans. Welcome to the York Arena here in Fredericton, New Brunswick, where the U15 Northern Rivermen are getting set to take on the hometown Fredericton Caps. Teams just making their way onto the ice, getting set here for the national anthem by the looks of it. Or maybe they're not going to be playing the national anthem. Teams putting their buckets back on. So the Rivermen down a few bodies tonight. Josh Stewart, Trenton Morrison, Tristan Roy not in lineup for the Rivermen. And helping out the Rivermen tonight, some affiliates up from the U14 Moose. We have Luke Saunders, who's wearing number 14. And wearing number 20 is Camden Burns. Burns and Saunders both get the starting assignment here with Caleb LeBlanc in the middle. Hamilton and Cameron on the backside. 5 first-year players starting things out here for the Rivermen. Banked off the boards by Hamilton, taken over there by Bowles. Bowles loses it in his skates. Here's LeBlanc off the outside of the post as Bowles turned it over right in the slot. And Caleb LeBlanc with a great opportunity. Burns in on the forecheck. LeBlanc intercepts, sends it into the far corner. Burns spins away from the check. LeBlanc and Burns in there now. Caleb LeBlanc with it on his stick. He sends it back to the point where Cameron can't hold it in. He's going to have to hustle. He's being hounded there, and he makes a good play to get it across to Hamilton. Hamilton hits LeBlanc in the neutral zone. And quick whistle as Rivermen were making changes. However, the referee blew that one down and we'll get a face-off. Can't get a look if that's, I believe it's Yerksa in goal. Cole McCormick now takes the draw. He wins it clean back to Liam Walsh, who'll send it into the corner behind the Caps goal. Here's the Caps now head up ice. That's Beasley. Francis Bass now, he blows a tire and falls right at the red line. Beasley with it. Beasley backhands it toward the goal. And loose puck again, a quick whistle. As Madeline Benoit was trying to pull that one in and hold on. Rivermen make changes again. Over the boards comes Montrose, Ward, and Chasson, O'Shea, and Courts on the back end. Justin Ward will chip that out to the blue line and bounces past. Here comes Cooper Montrose. He's got Chasson. Montrose tries to sidestep. That was Kirkpatrick, I believe, on the far side. And now up ice come the Caps. That's McDonald. Good stick there by Courts to knock that off the stick of McDonald. Sent out into the neutral zone where the Caps will take over. Frizzell, he's hit hard into the boards there by Justin Ward. Courts bumps his man in behind the goal. Caps now with possession. Send it back to Bowles. Bowles shot wide of the target. Over on the far side, that's Bell. He's bumped by O'Shea. Bell with it now. Malik Bell. Back to Bowles. Bowles will get it down the half wall. Still has it on his stick. He's knocked to the ice there by O'Shea. Headman there, Justin Ward. Ward got himself a break shot off the outside of the post. That's 2 posts here for the Rivermen to start things off. Here's Bowles now. He'll look up ice. That won't connect with anybody. Linesman says it was a tip. Did not see a tip. However, no icing. Here's Burns now trying to get it out of Rivermen territory, and he will. Burns wearing number 20 here for the Rivermen tonight. Cross ice. Here comes Reynolds. Reynolds shot. That's into the mask of goalie Madeline Benoit. And that's off the stick of Caleb LeBlanc in the netting down in the far corner, and that'll bring a face-off to the glove side of goalie Madeline Benoit. Good start for the Rivermen here. 17:09 to go in the opening period. Couple of posts for the Rivermen. LeBlanc off of one post. Justin Ward in all alone off the other post. Quincy Cameron will send that down the half wall where Giberson will make his way in. He runs over his man. Cameron bumped down there. There's Camden Burns on the far side. Now he has it stripped off his stick. I believe that's McDonald fanned on the shot. And Rivermen makes some changes here. Luke Saunders will send that out into Caps territory where Liam Bowles will gather it in. He puts on the brakes, throws it up ice for Graham. Graham sends it in there for Dickinson. Dickinson pulls it back. That's blocked by Liam Walsh. Takes that one off the shin pad. Here's Bowles right in the slot. Blocker saved by Madeline Benoit. St. Pierre now behind his own net. Hugo St. Pierre, he'll reverse it back this way to Shannon. Shannon tries to chop it by Bowles. Bowles in on the play. St. Pierre takes a run at him and doesn't connect. Here's Bowles still with it. Liam Bowles now fires one low off the side of the net. Up ice now McCormick. Rivermen can't get it out of their own zone. Shot, glove save by Benoit as Hoyles fired that one to the far side, and Benoit watched that one into the glove and holds on for a face-off. Justin Ward set to take the draw. He's got a Chasson and Montrose on his wings. One there by Ward. O'Shea will backhand it behind his net where Courts will try and skate out of the pressure. Alexis Chasson takes over in the neutral zone. He can't handle it though. And on the far side is Reynolds. Correction, that was Hitchcock on the far side. Courts now had Ward on the back door. Tried to get across. Good stick by the Caps to intercept that one. And back to get it will be Courts. Courts puts on the brakes. Up ice now to Chasson. Chasson hits Montrose. Montrose wheels through the neutral zone, gains the blue line, trying to get himself positioned to get a shot on goal. Here's Montrose. Montrose tried to throw it in the slot. Cameron shot, kicked away there by Yerkes. Loose puck. Chasson can't get a stick on it. Chasson sends his man to the ice on the reverse hit. I believe that was Frizzell. Ward throws his man into the boards. Chasson knocks his man to the ice. Rivermen playing with lots of intensity here on this Saturday night at the York Arena. Cross ice, good stick by Cameron to intercept that. Here's McDonald now. Cameron knocks him off balance. Hamilton now in on the scene. That's Giberson pitching in from his defensive position. Hamilton will send it up the half wall. Back to Goodine. Goodine shot. That was into the shin pad. Chasson was almost off to the races. Kirkpatrick now tried to stuff it in on the short side. Chasson will bat it out into the neutral zone. Back to get it is Bowles. That's in the skates of Goodine. He couldn't handle it. Back to get it will be Bowles. No icing. Camden Burns in on the forecheck. Head man for Goodine. Goodine. Shot. That's turned away by Benoit. She steered that one to the corner. Sharp angle. Benoit, good job shutting down that short side, and she'll hold on for a face-off. Good pace to this game here. 13:49 to go in the opening period. No score here at the York Arena. Caleb LeBlanc with Burns and Saunders on his wings. St. Pierre. Looks like Walsh on the other defensive spot back there. Liam Walsh will gather it in and he'll send it off the boards. Funny hop off the boards as Saunders couldn't get a piece of that one. St. Pierre knocks Graham to the ice. That's backhanded into the skates of St. Pierre. Reversed into the behind the goal. That's Reynolds. Reynolds with a cross check there on Saunders. No call. Up the wall now. Saunders will chip it. Tries to get it by Giberson. Giberson now almost turned that over as LeBlanc had a bit of room in the neutral zone. Giberson on the right side. That's off the outside of the post. Looks like Benoit got a piece of it and ended up off the outside of the post. Giberson shot. Benoit Benoit holds on. And again, good start here for the Rivermen. 13:01 to go. Teams deadlocked at 0. Face-off controlled back to the point. And that's sent up ice. Chipped, couldn't get it by. That was Bass, tried to chip it by the Caps defender. O'Shea throws it up the middle, and that's intercepted by the Caps. Here's the Caps now, backhand, loose puck. Good play there to get that out of harm's way by O'Shea. Shannon with it, Shannon. Going to be a penalty here, I believe, to the Caps. Interference call. 14 of the Caps headed to the box. And can't get a look at the name here. That is Dickinson. Dickinson headed off on the interference call. Ward, O'Shea, Chasson and Montrose, St. Pierre on the back end. Referee tending to the net here at the far end as it was out of position. So we're set to go on the power play here, the Rivermen. And the face-off controlled back to St. Pierre. St. Pierre cross ice to O'Shea. O'Shea finds Justin Ward. Ward looking. Shot through traffic. Redirected. Didn't make its way through. On the blue line. That was a dangerous spot there for St. Pierre as he was under pressure on the blue line. Back to get it is Benoit. She sends it up the wing to St. Pierre. Good forechecking there by the Caps, though. Caps send it across to Guyverson. Guyverson. Shot redirected off the shoulder. And Benoit pulled that one. It looked like it was headed for the red line. And Benoit grabbed it and pulled it into that blue paint out of harm's way as that took a dangerous bounce up over the shoulder of goalie Madeleine Benoit. McCormick, LeBlanc, and Shannon up front. Courts and Hamilton on the back end. Jack Courts back to get it. Throws it up the wall to Hamilton. He knifes at it. Can't get it up ice. McCormick now. He'll send it back to Dallas Hamilton. Hamilton tips it away to Courts. Courts sends it up ice. McCormick can't handle the pass. That's going to jump over the stick of Cole McCormick and end up all the way down back in Rivermen territory. Courts there to get it. Rivermen trying to get things set up here. Up ice they come. Cole McCormick. He sidesteps the forecheck of Kirkpatrick. Still on his stick. He has that knocked off his stick there by Beasley at the blue line, and the Rivermen. Not much luck getting anything going here so far. Hamilton, cross ice. Shannon tried to leave it there for McCormick. Does. Rivermen gain the zone. Courts will send one toward the goal. And that's gloved and held on by face-off, bouncing puck, laying there. Now the Caps try to backhand it. O'Shea holds it in at the line. Here's Rowan O'Shea, walks in. O'Shea fans on his shot as he had some room. Guyverson takes a run at him. Here's Alexis Chasson, back to the point to Cameron, through traffic. However, that's redirected and ends up down in Rivermen territory where Benoit will hold on for a face-off. Caps make changes. 9 seconds left in the penalty to Dickinson. And Justin Ward is set to take the draw here for the Rivermen. Cameron battling behind the net. Penalty has expired. Teams are back to even strength. Guyverson now. Puck bounces over his stick. Sent in behind the goal. On the far side, Montrose will get it out. Up ice for Justin Ward. Ward puts that by Frizzell. Ward leaves it there. However, it ends up in the neutral zone where Courts will have to take over. O'Shea will send it deep. In behind, Justin Ward from a sharp angle. That's off the back of the net. Alexis Chasson now, he'll cycle it down, tried to cycle it back to Montrose, but that was intercepted there by the Caps. And Frizzell, cross-ice pass, Frizzell can't get a stick on that, and that'll make its way to the blue line where Edmondson will hold it in. Courts rubs his man out along the wall behind the Rivermen goal. And now up ice. Ward takes a run on his man. And Benoit, as that puck rolled lightly into her crease area, she grabs and holds on for a face-off, so the Rivermen can get some changes here. Saunders, Burns, and LeBlanc up front. Cameron and Hamilton together on the blue line. So we got the young guns here for the Rivermen, 5 first-year players on ice playing together here. Backhanded behind the goal. Hamilton will hustle back there. Tries to get it up the wall, but it's intercepted by the Caps. Out in the slot, bouncing puck, couldn't get much on it. That was Reynolds tried to get a shot away. Puck circled in there by Collins. Reynolds will be first to it. He tried to center it. That was blocked by Hamilton. Up ice now. That's in the skates of Burns. He can't get it out of Rivermen territory. LeBlanc will rim it around here to Luke Saunders, who will just safely get it out into Caps territory. And now up ice come the Caps. Circled back into Rivermen territory. That's Edmondson spinning away from the forecheck. Good job there by Saunders in on the forecheck, disrupting things. And now up ice come the Caps. That's Collins. Here's Reed Collins. Good stick there as Courts got a stick on that one and allowed it to safely roll into the glove of goalie Madeleine Benoit, where she'll hold on for a face-off. 8 minutes and 29 seconds to go in the opening period. Still no score here at the York Arena between the Northern Rivermen and the Fredericton Caps. Rowan O'Shea on his backhand. He'll get it up ice where Courts will backhand it along the wall. Francis Basque under pressure on the far side there. I believe that was Kirkpatrick. Sent high. O'Shea will put it up the wall where Shannon can't get it out of Rivermen territory. McCormick now to Shannon. Shannon, he sidesteps the check. Loose puck. Knocked out of harm's way there by, I believe, St. Pierre got a piece of that one. That's cross ice, misses everything. That'll make its way back to the blue line where Guyverson will hold it in. Backhanded, out of harm's way, and that'll make its way down into Caps territory. Rivermen make changes up ice now. Guyverson banks it off the wall to Goodine. Goodine tried to chip it to Guyverson. Guyverson up in the play a lot here tonight. Rivermen might find an opportunity to take advantage of that. Here comes McAllister now. McAllister. Early on in the year, McAllister had multiple multi-goal games against the Rivermen, so be a guy we'll keep our eye on. McCormick rims it around to the far side. 7 minutes left to go in the opening period. Thrown out to the blue line, held in. Sent down low where Liam Walsh will be first to it. Walsh, he overskates it though. That was Beasley, tried to send it up the wall. Here's Edmondson. Edmondson shot off the blocker and then crossbar. So I guess we're even. There were the Caps with a crossbar and a post, and the Rivermen with 2 posts now. Headed off ice, Rowan O'Shea holding his wrist. Appears to be an injury of some sort. That shot right on, steered away by Benoit. Not what the Rivermen need. It was more bodies down as they're already without 3 regulars here tonight. Mentioned earlier, we got Camden Burns and Luke Saunders. Now we have another Riverman headed off as St. Pierre headed to the dressing room. Rivermen will be trying to patch things together here now. That's 2 defensemen headed to the dressing room. That shot turned away by Benoit. Loose. That was Chasson down playing goalie on that one. He got a piece of it with his skate. Here's Bowles. He goes D to D. Guyverson's shot kicked away by Benoit. Alexis Chasson will softly flip that down the ice. And that will go for an icing call. So Rivermen coaching job got their work cut out for them here now as they're down 3 forwards and 2 defensemen. Trying to patch things together over there with, sure they're probably going to try and find someone to bring back onto the back end. That shot wide of the goal. There's Graham now. Graham in to join the battle is Ward. Walsh there with him. Bowles knocks it down at the blue line. Goes cross ice to Guyverson. That one-timer's wide of the target. Liam Walsh has it now. He puts it off the boards in behind the goal. Justin Ward there to help him out. Ward pins his man on the wall. Walsh with it. He loses the handle. Justin Ward will flip that out of harm's way as the ice has been tilted here to the Rivermen's end in the last 10 minutes or so. And now Guyverson gathering speed through the north. Correction, that's Bowles. Or correct, that's Guyverson. Guyverson cuts in. Hamilton gets that off his stick. Good play by Graham, though, to support him there and keep it into Rivermen territory. Cameron with it now. Up ice to Montrose. Montrose has it in his skates. He can't get it out of Rivermen territory. Cameron with it now. He's stripped of the puck. That's knocked down there by Malik Bell. Bell with it. Throws it out to Reynolds. Reynolds tries to center it. Bell can't get a shot away. Montrose will dump that one out of harm's way and into the Caps bench, where the Rivermen are hanging on for dear life here now, as they are short-staffed. Guys out there doing the best they can here. 4:42 to go. Caleb LeBlanc with Burns and Saunders. Courts with it now. Courts. He'll flip it up the wall where Burns will take over. He'll bank it off the boards. And it's gathered in there by Hitchcock. Not sure if Hitchcock joined the rush, but here's Luke Saunders now. Luke Saunders. He'll beat Frizzell. He's pinched out of the way. LeBlanc in forechecking. That's high and over the head of Courts. And that'll be an icing call. Rivermen looking to make quick changes here to keep things going and try and save some energy here, as it's going to be a long 40 minutes down the bodies that we are. McCormick will take the draw. He's got Shannon and Bask with him. Shannon can't get a shot off, so he tried to stick handle it there at the hash marks. Goodine will take over. Goodine. Back to get it. Caps now. Bowles. Bowles banks it ahead for Goodine. Goodine leaves it there for McDonald. Shannon knocks that off his stick and takes over and heads behind his own net. Cameron. Nice play there by Bass to leave it for McCormick. Tries to get it to Shannon, who takes a swipe at it and missed. And that'll end up down in Caps territory. Here's Cole McCormick now. He backhands it. Shannon's got to get onside. Rivermen going to make changes. That'll be the message from the coaching staff. Short, quick shifts here. Goodine. Shot gloved by Madeline Benoit, and goes without saying here, Benoit has been really good so far in this one, as she's had all kinds of work. And 0's still on the scoreboard. Dickinson and Ward to take the draw. Ward wins it to Courts. Courts has it slapped off his stick. Montrose can't get a piece of that one. Justin Ward will chip that one ahead, and that's into the gloves of Hamilton as he was leaning over the bench area. That'll bring a face-off into Rivermen territory. Here's Courts now. Courts puts it up the half wall where Montrose tries to get it out, and it will make its way to the neutral zone. Guyverson will take over and send it into Rivermen territory. That's Graham on the far side. Dickinson with it now. Dickinson tries to find Guyverson. Headman pass there. That bounced over the stick of Montrose. And we'll go for an icing call. Montrose tried to leak out in behind the Caps defenders. Puck just bounced over his stick. 2:41 to go in the opening period. No score here at the York Arena in Fredericton. Rivermen started the game short 3 forwards. And here in the first period, 2 of our defensemen, Rowan O'Shea and Hugo St. Pierre, have made their way to the dressing room with what appear to be injuries of some sort. Here's Bowles with it. Bowles up ice to Beasley. It's off his stick, no icing. Back to get it's going to have to be Cameron. Hamilton, he'll lean that one up, and it'll make its way to the neutral zone. And that's off the stick of, looked like one of the Rivermen, and finds its way up into the seating area. Cole McCormick set to take the draw. Shannon and Francis Bass. Courts backhands it there where Walsh can't get a handle on it. It's kicked out. Reynolds couldn't get a shot off. Walsh bumps his man in behind the net. That's Goodine. Here's Bowles. Bowles shot through traffic. Goodine's shot doesn't make its way through as McCormick and Reynolds come together behind the Rivermen goal. Shannon, good job to shovel that out into the neutral zone where Liam Bowles will take over. Bowles, cross ice for Goodine. Bass will strip that off the stick. Bowles will push him off the puck. Bass now in hounding Bowles. Here comes Liam Bowles joining the rush. Goodine stays onside. Bowles, good to stick there by Cameron as Bowles was in on the rush. And Benoit wisely holds on for a face-off. .1:12 left to go in period number 1. Rivermen and Caps tied at 0 here so far. McCormick wins it clean. Back to Cameron. Cameron backhands it, ends up on the stick of the Caps. Here's Guyverson now. Guyverson, shot through traffic. Benoit steers that away. Ward swipes at it. Montrose will get it out of harm's way down into Caps territory. And icing called. Ward to take the draw. Spin, fired. That was a shot that was just up over the crossbar. Guyverson now in on the forecheck. Courts will take over. He sends it up to Montrose. Montrose backhands it ahead. Justin Ward can't handle it though. Comes cross ice for Guyverson. Up the wall to Graham. McDonald, he waits for Patrick to get onside. Montrose sends his man to the ice. Ward fans on it right in front of goalie Benoit. We're into the final 16 seconds here in the first period. Rivermen will be happy to get out of this one if they can keep the Caps off the board here. 8 seconds to go. Walsh back to Guyverson. Guyverson, he'll send one through traffic, and Benoit will steer that to the corner, and the horn will go. And the Rivermen survive the opening 20 minutes here. All kinds of pressure by the Caps after the Rivermen had some good pressure to start things. So the Rivermen will head to the dressing room and regroup here and try and get things organized for the final 40 minutes. We'll be back in about 13 minutes. And we are back for period number 2 here at the York Arena on a Saturday night. No score between the Northern Rivermen and the Fredericton Caps. Young Guns line here of Burns, Saunders, and LeBlanc up front. Walsh and Courts on the blue line. Courts gathers it up, goes D to D, out of the reach though of his partner Walsh. No sign of Hugo St. Pierre or Rowan O'Shea. I believe O'Shea may have appeared to be a shoulder injury. Burns gets his stick into the skates of, I believe it was Bowles, and Burns called on the hook or the trip, not sure which it is, so Burns will head to the box. 19:41 to go here in the second period, and for the first time tonight, Caps will find themselves on the power play. Walsh loses his footing. That's Goodine to Guyverson, shot through traffic. Correction, that was Reynolds on the half wall, not Goodine. And that shot by Guyverson. All kinds of traffic in front, however, gathered in by Benoit. Guyverson, he'll walk the line. Sends it down the half wall to Reynolds. Reynolds in the slot, blockered there by Benoit. Loose puck in the slot, both teams swatting at it, and that shot was laying at the top of the blue paint. Guyverson with it now. Guyverson sends it down low to Reynolds. Reynolds spins away from Walsh. He'll bank it off the boards behind the net. Bowles now thought about shooting, snapped that one, rebound, and Chasson tried to get out of harm's way, and then Montrose followed it up and sends it down ice. Rivermen makes some changes. Chasson now will head off. Kirkpatrick. Goodine shot, redirected by Walsh. 55 seconds left in the penalty to Cammy Burns. Dickinson with it behind the goal. Dickinson throws it out in the slot to Goodine. Shot, knocked down, and that's held on there by goalie Benoit, who's been tested often here this evening. McCormick tried to shovel that out, but it's held in at the line by the Caps. Back to Edmondson. Edmondson, he walks the line. McCormick wanted an offside as he thought it had left the area. That low shot by Hitchcock is redirected, I believe, by Dickinson. And that one finds its way past Benoit, and that'll go as a power play marker. 18:06 to go in the second period, and the Caps get on the board. Caleb LeBlanc with Francis Bass and Calum Shannon. Shannon bumps his man over on the far side. Bass with it now, Francis Bass. LeBlanc puts on the brakes. Caleb LeBlanc held in there by Quincy Cameron. Somebody's neck guard's laying on the ice. I believe it was one of the Caps players as he headed off. That could have been a headshot there as gloves get up high, and Shannon. Here's Kennedy. Kennedy. And behind the play, Beasley going to go off. Shannon on the interference call, Beasley on the rough. So it'll be 5 aside. Did negate a 2-on-1 though for the Caps, as they were headed up ice on the 2-on-1, and the referee blew it down as the altercation happened in behind the play. Justin Ward will take the draw. He's got Montrose and Alexis Chasson. Cap short a man. It's 5 aside. Kirkpatrick over the boards. Kirkpatrick, McDonald. Ward wins it, but Kirkpatrick skates onto it. Kirkpatrick tries to put it through to the slot area, and Corks does a good job to play the man and send him to the ice. Bowles shot. That's off a stick and into the glass behind goalie Benoit. That will go for an ice. No, it won't. Yerxa decides to set it up there for Bowles. Bowles. He's stripped of the puck, and Justin Ward will head into Hot Caps territory. He puts on the brakes. Ward cycling, still has it on a stick. Justin Ward looking. That's off the skates of one of the Caps defenders. Now Liam Bowles once again trying to join the rush. Bowles and Giverson eager to get in on the rush here tonight. Good job by the Rivermen to stop that in its tracks. Hamilton shot in the skates of Bowles. Ward sent to the ice. And that'll be a penalty to Liam Bowles. Going to be a cross-check. As Ward had some room in front of the Caps goal, and Bowles sent him to the ice. LeBlanc, Saunders, and McCormick up front. Face-off controlled there by the Rivermen. And Giverson, that one hits LeBlanc in the back. Giverson will get it away the second time though. And Benoit will set it up there for Hamilton. Hamilton sets up shop, spins away from the forecheck of Edmondson. A correction, that's McDonald. Here comes Cole McCormick now. McCormick, he's got Saunders with him. He puts on the brakes. Tries to get it through to Saunders. Here's Luke Saunders with it now. Saunders down low. Saunders looking for an option. He'll spin away. He'll throw it behind the net to Caleb LeBlanc. LeBlanc will get it back to Hamilton. Hamilton looking for a shot. Here comes Cameron. Cameron to the dot. Blocker to the corner. No traffic in front there for the Rivermen. They have to get some traffic in front of Yerxa. Not going to beat him from there. Here comes Cameron now. Cameron shot. Loose puck. Laying in harm's way. Reaching back for it was Yerxa, and I believe he pulled that one in before it found its way over that red line. Good opportunity for the Rivermen. 1:04 left in the power play. LeBlanc, Burns, and Bass. Cammy Burns will take the draw. Burns tried to win it back. And Collins skated into that one. Courts back to get it now. Courts. He'll put on the brakes. Collins in forechecking. Jack Courts looks up ice. Cross ice. That's intercepted there. It bounces over the stick right to Camden Burns. Burns shot off the outside of the post. As Burns had a rolling puck and fired it off the outside of the post. Held in at the line by Walsh. Good play to hold that in. Rivermen going to have to get back on side. Courts. Banks to the head there. Frizzell has it now. He's being hounded by Burns. Here's Burns. Burns, short side. Off the blocker of Yerxa. Caleb LeBlanc will send it back to Walsh. Walsh goes D to Courts. Courts sends it into the far corner. Caleb LeBlanc can't reach that one. Walsh will pinch in from his defensive position along the wall. Walsh sends it back to Courts. Tried to get it through the traffic. Burns lifts a stick, spins. Penalty is set to expire. Burns tried to send that one cross ice to Francis Bass. Out of the penalty box is Bowles. Bowles shot off the stick of Benoit and ends up in the netting. Some good opportunities there for the Rivermen. Good shift by Camden Burns as he had a couple of good opportunities there for the Rivermen. Burns and Saunders starting to get their feet under them here as the game progresses. Justin Ward will take the draw. One there by the Caps. chopped at by Ward. He's lost sight of it though. 14 minutes to go in the second period. Caps with a 1-0 lead. Here's Goodine. Goodine walks out. Shot. Puck laying at the side of the net. Chiasson now. He'll head up ice. Chiasson. He's by one defender. Alexis Chiasson's got Montrose busting on the far side. Can't get it across ice as he was trying to get it across to Montrose. Ward will get it deep and spin away. Bowles now. He'll look up ice. Bowles loves to skate it up. He'll bank it up the boards this time though, where Dickinson is sent to the ice by Montrose. Hoyles with it. Hoyles, short side. That's turned away by Benoit. Guyverson's shot doesn't make its way through, off a stick in front of goalie Benoit. Court's going to have to hustle back for it. Courts, he'll chip it up the wall. Guyverson will send it right back in around here to the near corner. Down low for it is Bowles. Bowles and Ward battle. Walsh there now. Caps come away with it. Try to center it. Back to the point. Over here to Frizzell. Frizzell will just feather it down into the corner to Bowles. That's chipped by the Caps defenders. Rivermen trying to get off on a change. No icing. Perfect weight on that clearing attempt by Montrose to allow the team to get changed and avoid the icing call. That's McDonald now. McDonald, he's separated from the puck by McCormick. Hitchcock spins away, sends it in off the helmet of McDonald. Hamilton rubs his man out of the play. That's backhanded, kicked away by Benoit. Rivermen, good job collapsing and cleaning up the loose pucks in front of Benoit. Hitchcock ahead to Kirkpatrick. He'll send it in, banks it off the boards behind the goal. Hamilton sends it up the half wall where Shannon stick handles it out of harm's way. Shannon, good play to get it out of traffic. A little bit too much though. Now he still has it on his stick. Cameron, he gets it up to Bass. Here's Francis Bass. He's by himself. He'll just send it into Caps territory, and up ice come the Caps. Cross ice for Collins. He'll one touch it ahead for Reynolds. Reynolds tried to center it. Nobody there but white jerseys. Walsh banks it off the boards. Bass will get it ahead for Caleb LeBlanc. LeBlanc tried to chip it by Guyverson. Francis Bass, he's knocked to the ice by Reynolds. That's going to be a penalty to Reynolds. Either head contact or an elbow or 2 or 4 is what they're looking at, I believe. 4-minute head contact penalty to Benny Reynolds. And Reynolds heads to the box. So the Rivermen, chance here to see if they can make something happen on the power play. Burns, Saunders, and LeBlanc up front. Face-off controlled there. Guyverson will get it off the glass, and Collins up there. He'll be first to it for the Caps. Tried to get it across to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick's offside. Good job to get onside. Collins with it now. Rivermen need to get some pressure on him. Collins skates it back into the neutral zone. Throws it all the way back here. Cross ice. And Guyverson chips it ahead for Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick, that's into the shin pads, and now Caleb LeBlanc gathers speed through the neutral zone, puts on the brakes, lets his team get onside with him. That's intercepted there by Collins. Back to get it is Courts. 3:17 left in the penalty to Reynolds. Liam Walsh backs into the pressure there of the Caps. Now Courts, he'll go cross ice. It's in the shin pads of Chiasson. Caleb LeBlanc will gain his own shot. That's wide of the goal. Didn't miss that top corner by much. Kennedy now will send it in. Cameron will take over. 2:44 to go in the power play. 10:19 left in the opening or second period correction. Here's Montrose. Montrose cross ice for LeBlanc. Caleb LeBlanc logging all kinds of ice time here as the Rivermen are short-staffed tonight here in Fredericton. Quincy Cameron, he's rubbed out of the play. Backhanded high. Hamilton tried to hold it in at the line. He couldn't. And Caps now with lots of time. Rivermen going to have to put some pressure on them here as the Caps eat away valuable seconds off the penalty to Reynolds. Hamilton heads up ice. Ward fans on his crossing of pass. Tried to find Montrose. Cooper Montrose with it now, and he'll send it into Caps territory. Rivermen got to get in on the forecheck. Sent back out, held in at the line by Hamilton. Shot redirected to the corner. Montrose pins his man in the corner. Puck tied up in the skates of Hitchcock. Chasson bumps him. Chasson and Montrose. Montrose bats it behind the net, but nobody there for the Rivermen as Ward had already backed off. Minute and 25 left in the penalty to Reynolds. 9 minutes to go in the period. Quincy Cameron finds Justin Ward. Ward finds Montrose. Here's Cooper Montrose now. Montrose, cross ice. Chasson now, he'll put on the brakes, cycle it down low to Justin Ward. Justin Ward. Chasson sends his man to the ice. Up the wall. Liam Walsh will try and hold it in, but Guyberson will send it down into Rivermen territory, into the final minute of the 4-minute penalty to Reynolds. Here comes Jack Courts now. Jack Courts, cross ice. Shannon got a piece of it, no icing. Shannon's in on the forecheck. Bowles will send it out where it's held in at the line. Only for a second though, as Caps will get it out. Courts now, 27 seconds left in the power play. Shannon with it. Sends it in to Caps territory. That one's into the skates of the referee. Bowles sends it the length of the ice. 10 seconds left in the penalty to Reynolds. Benoit sets it up for Cameron. Rivermen have to be careful now as Reynolds will be coming out of the box here. Francis Bass tried to get it to Shannon. He couldn't get a shot away. McCormick, he's bumped there by Bowles. Dickinson sends it into Rivermen territory. Seven minutes to go here. Shot scored. Dickinson centered that one for Hoyles, and Hoyles finds a corner, and now the Caps with a 2-0 lead. So the 4-minute penalty had just expired. Rivermen weren't able to generate much on the power play. So the Rivermen with a bit of a hill to climb here now as they're down by 2. Caleb LeBon will circle that around where Luke Saunders will bank it off the wall, but it's held in there by Guyberson. Camden Burns will help and get it out to the neutral zone. Frizzell now up the wall. Back to Frizzell there by Hoyles. Burns disrupts that. Backhanded into Rivermen territory. Walsh first to it. Just tries to pin it along the wall. Courts will take over. Courts rims it around to this side. Nobody there for the Rivermen. Walsh. Courts has it knocked off his stick. McAllister sent it into behind the Rivermen net. There's Walsh with it. He loses the handle on it at the top of the circle. Courts will chip it high and into the netting as the Rivermen make changes. 6:15 left to go in the second period. Ward. Shot turned away by Benoit. That's Bowles on the far side. Here come the Caps now on the backhand score. That was McDonald, walked out on the backhand. Almost like a changeup up over the glove of goalie Benoit. 5:57 to go, and the Caps now with a 3-0 lead over the Rivermen. Ward will take the draw for the Rivermen. That's intercepted there by Hamilton. Bell will try to send a Reynolds shot, knocked down by Benoit. Montrose, headman's for Chiasson. Chiasson now one-on-one with Bowles. Bowles will, that's going to be a penalty to, not sure which cap, but one of them. Be a trip or a hold, something, as Chiasson was sent to the ice. Holding call. That's Hitchcock. So the Rivermen will go on the power play again with 5:33 to go here in period number 1. Or 2, correction. Face off, controlled there, up the wall where Courts pinches in, but it can't hold it in. Caleb LeBlanc will grab it. Cross ice. Liam Walsh over there. Walsh tried to touch one to LeBlanc, but he wasn't able to handle that pass. Here comes McCormick. McCormick, cross ice. Caleb LeBlanc with it. LeBlanc puts on the brakes. Cross ice for Shannon. Shannon in traffic. Can't get himself loaded up to fire a puck though, as he sidestepped a couple of checks but couldn't get a shot away. That bounces by Courts off the glass and makes its way down into Rivermen territory. Caps make changes. Liam Walsh with it now. Walsh finds McCormick. McCormick, he'll go cross ice. LeBlanc skates into that one. He puts on the brakes. Nice pass to Shannon. Shot! And Yerkes out at the top of the blue paint. Gathered that one in, and he'll hold on for a face-off. Nice one-touch pass there by LeBlanc as he had Shannon working his way down through the slot. Face-off controlled by the Caps, and they'll send it down where Benoit will set it up for Cameron. Cameron, outlets there for Hamilton. Hamilton, cross ice for Montrose. Montrose, he'll gain the zone. Puts on the brakes to Ward. Ward down to Montrose. Montrose to Cameron. Cameron tried to throw it across to Ward, and that didn't connect. And the Caps fire that one off the glass and send it the length of the ice. 28 seconds left in the penalty. 4 minutes even left in the second period. Cameron up to Montrose. Montrose, that's backhanded to Hamilton. Hamilton now, he touches it ahead for Ward. He'll just send it in behind the goal. Chiasson will try to get there, but Giverson will be first to it. And that's into the Rivermen bench. And that'll bring a face-off down into Caps territory. 10 seconds left in the penalty. LeBlanc touches it back. LeBlanc out to Burns. Shot. Blocker save. Good chance there by Burns. There's Burns again. Tried to center it. Penalty has expired. Hitchcock's out of the box. Hitchcock. For Patrick, that's intercepted. Saunders will be first to it, except that'll be an icing call as Rivermen had not gained the red line yet. Face-off down in Rivermen territory with 3:17 to go in the second period. LeBlanc, Burns, and Saunders. Loose puck. Bowles tried to hold it in. He couldn't. Caleb LeBlanc will Put some pressure on Bowles. He sends it up the wall. Burns knocks that down. Goodine with it now. Goodine looking for some reinforcements. Goodine sends it down low. McDonald didn't realize, I think he was wide open as the two Rivermen defenders. Burns, good job to knock that down. Tried to find LeBlanc. Chip there where Burns. He'll just send it cross ice and get off on the change. Bowles now gathering speed. Up ice he comes. Bowles. Walsh gets that knocked off his stick. Sends it ahead to Francis Bass. 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 And that'll be an offside, delayed offside, and the Caps didn't get up back onside. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in the second period. 3-0 lead for the Caps here at the York Arena in Fredericton. McCormick sends his man to the ice off the draw. Here's McCormick now. Chip back in though, where Cameron will have to hustle. Shannon. And penalty coming up. 4 minutes for head contact. I believe it was a stick. Two minutes, I guess it is. Thought the referee had signaled 4 minutes. Back to play it is Benoit. She'll set it up there for Cameron. He'll look up ice as McAllister was in forechecking. Bass has to try and settle that bouncing puck down. And the Caps will send it in. Reynolds will be first to it. Shot from the sharp angle there by Reynolds. He tried to strike short-handed. Giverson flips it here to some empty space. McCormick takes over. Caps changing. Bass now with a bit of room. Here's Francis Bass down the left side. Sharp angle. That's off the outside of the post. Shannon, he'll hold it in on the far side. And it's chipped out to the neutral zone. The Rivermen will have to get onside. Cameron will just rim it around behind the goal where Yerxa will set it up there. First to it though is McCormick. Shannon off the post. Walked into a heavy slap shot and put it off the outside of the post. Nice play there by McCormick. Put that one on a tee for Shannon. Giverson, he'll rim it around far side where Graham will be first to it. Almost too many men over on that far side as the Caps were changing. McCormick loses sight of it. 28 seconds left in the penalty, 18 seconds left in the period. Cameron first to it. He's being pressured there though, and away come the Caps. Bass chips it through the skates of Chasson, and that'll go for an icing call with 5.5 seconds to go. Rivermen called on an icing. Justin Ward will take the draw. He'll bat it out of harm's way and let the time expire here as 40 minutes are in the books. 8 seconds left in the penalty to the Caps. And the Caps with a 3-0 lead here over the Rivermen. So we'll break away from the action. We'll be back in about 13 minutes' time. And we are back for the final 20 minutes of play here at the York Arena. Rivermen will start the period on the power play. LeBlanc, Saunders, and Burns up front. Courts and Walsh on the back end. LeBlanc holds it in there. Here's Courts. Shot blockered away there by Ty Yerksa. Burns spins and sends it into Caps territory. Saunders tried to center it. Intercepted though, and the Caps now send it in behind their own goal. Bowles sends it back to Frizzell. Frizzell up the boards. Burns will knock it down out of the air. Held in at the line there by Liam Walsh. Caleb LeBlanc now with it. He has to circle back into his own zone. Looks up ice. Throws it across to Saunders. Bask in on the change. He's in forechecking his man. Liam Bowles now. Bowles, that pass didn't connect, and that'll go for an icing call. 19 minutes to go here in period number 3. Rivermen trailing by a score of 3-0. Back. Shannon chips it in behind the goal. That's up the wall now, where Goodine, Hamilton, good play to get a stick on that as Goodine was trying to find Kirkpatrick busting in through the slot. McCormick up the wall to Shannon. Shannon sidesteps McDonald, puts it out to Francis Bass. Bass chips it ahead there for McCormick. Couldn't get a shot off. Francis Bass picks it up. Courts will hold it in here along the wall. Goodine gets that one by him. No 2-on-1 development. Walsh going to have to hustle. Good play by Liam Walsh to get back. He fired that one into the boards and ends up on the net behind goalie Benoit. It's in the skates of Shannon. Can't find it. Courts flips it over to the far side to Francis Bass. And Giverson will send it back. Head off on a change. Up ice comes Hitchcock. Hitchcock fires. And Benoit, good job to take away the short side. And she'll hold on for a face-off to the blocker side. Justin Ward will take the draw for the Rivermen. He's out there with Alexis Chasson, Cooper Montrose. Kennedy wins a draw, but Chasson will skate onto it. Chasson is going to put Montrose offside as he made a move at the blue line, and Montrose ended up offside. That's in the skates. No icing. Benoit probably going to Hitchcock in on top with the snow job. He was barreling in, and Benoit had covered that one up. Benoit got to clean this. And the face-off controlled by Hoyles on the far side. Hoyles with it now. He's knocked off the puck by Cameron. Gathered up there by Beasley. Beasley will send it down low for Kennedy. Bowles pinches in along the half wall. In behind the goal. Back to get it. That's Hoyles. He'll cycle it down low for Kennedy. Beasley takes over. Beasley with it now. Beasley looking, trying to center it. He does, and ends up on the stick of Hitchcock. Hitchcock. He's rubbed out of the play there by Montrose. Shot kicked away by Benoit as Hoyles worked his way out into the slot area for a good scoring opportunity. Bowles shot gloved there by Benoit, and Benoit will hold on for a face-off with 16:43 to go in the third period. Caps holding on to the 3-0 lead here. As we mentioned earlier, the Rivermen short some bodies here tonight. 3 players out of the lineup, Stewart, Morrison, and Roy. 2 other players down with injuries since the game started. Rowan O'Shea and Hugo St. Pierre on the blue line, both down with injuries. So the Rivermen scrambling a bit here tonight. Here's one of our affiliates though for us, Luke Saunders heading up ice. Saunders will gain the red line and he'll send it into Caps territory. Ended up on the stick of Burns as Yerxa threw it out and ended up right on the stick of Burns, but he was at a bad angle and couldn't get a shot off. There's Luke Saunders now ahead to Burns. Burns will just send it into Caps territory. Yerxa puts it off the boards. Held in at the line. Nice play by Burns to try and hold that in. And cross ice it goes. Offside. The Rivermen got to tag up. Head off on a change they will. Here's Edmondson now. Edmondson. LeBlanc backhands it to the far side where Quincy Cameron will take over. Up the wall to Bass. He can't handle it. Bowles shot, blockered away. Edmondson shot. That's wide of the target. Bass. Penalty coming up to Bass as he sent Bowles to the ice. So the stick of Bowles into this, or of Bass, sorry, got in the skates of Bowles, and he'll head off for 2 minutes or less here. So on the power play now, the Caps take possession. Back to Bowles. Bowles throws it down low to Dickinson. Dickinson looking to center it. He'll go behind the net to Goodine. Goodine cycles it down low. Bowles now. Bowles. Shot. Rebound. Laying there. Scores. Couldn't handle the rebound as Benoit stopped the first shot. But the rebound laid in harm's way there, and Dickinson batted it into the back of the net. So that didn't take long, as 25 seconds into the power play, the Caps strike again. 4-0 lead now for the Caps. Here's McCormick now, up on the forecheck. Bowles will chip it ahead. Nice play by Quartz to step up. Dickinson, shot, score. Dickinson come in on the short side, fired it up over the glove side of Benoit. And the Caps now with a 5-0 lead. So the Rivermen have been hemmed in their own zone for a lot of the game here, so fatigue starting to become a factor here in the third period. 14.5 minutes to go. Here's Guyberson. Guyberson down the left side. He knifes his way by Quartz, circling, looking to center. He shoots that one from a sharp angle. Puck laying there. And Benoit will grab and hold on as Quartz clears traffic from the crease area. Justin Ward set to take the draw. He wins it. And up ice now comes Montrose. Montrose touches it there for Quartz. He'll send it right in on goal where Yerxa has to play it. Quartz joins in He circles it behind the goal where Justin Ward will get to it first. Ward off the wall. Shot there by Walsh. Wide of the target. Jack Courts keeps it in. Giberson now touches it there for Reynolds. Reynolds will go cross ice. Kirkpatrick gets a piece of it. Walsh going to have to hustle now. First to it will be Kirkpatrick. Puts it up the wall where Giberson will skate into it. Courts. That's just out of the reach of Justin Ward. Ward's going to have to hustle. Nice defensive play by Kirkpatrick. He's not normally a defenseman either. Chip there by Montrose up over the shoulder and just out of harm's way, as good scoring opportunity there for the Rivermen. Here's McDonald. McDonald. Goodine now. Goodine. Hamilton in there. Chasson joins him. Chasson ahead to Montrose. Cooper Montrose. He'll gain the blue line. Montrose. Shot. That's wide of the goal. Tried to use the Caps defenders as a screen. Montrose will be first to it. And now up ice comes Goodine. Goodine. He'll chip it ahead. Goodine chips it in and first to it. Goodine walks out, blockered there by Benoit. Knocked down by Kennedy. Chipped ahead for Zell. Pinches in from his defensive position. Here's Frizzell, shot wide of the goal. That'll rim all the way around, but it's held in over on the far side. Spun and fired back into Rivermen territory. Hamilton, just looking to relieve the pressure, will send it the length of the ice, and that'll go for an icing call. 12:18 to go in the third period. 5-0 lead for the Caps. Caleb LeBlanc with Luke Saunders and Camden Burns on his wings. Caleb wins the draw. However, bouncing puck ends up right on the stick of McAllister. His shot's wide of the goal. Burns bumps his man, Giberson. Here's Giberson now. Walsh wipes his man out over on the far side. Giberson will rim it around. Courts looks like he'll be first to it. Sends it up the wall. Held in though there by the Caps. Courts rims it around. Burns, he'll cycle away. With some time, gets it off the boards, but right back to Giberson. Giberson shot. And gobbled up there by Madeline Benoit, and she'll hold on for the face-off. Cole McCormick set to take the draw for the Rivermen. Denny Reynolds on the far side. He's bumped by Cameron. Shannon overskates it, ends up back on the stick of Malik Bell. Bell down low to Bowles. Bowles. That was Collins trying to work his way into the slot. He couldn't get a shot away. Shannon now, he'll head up ice. Here's Shannon through the neutral zone. Shannon tries to get it in deep. It's in the skates of Bowles. Francis Bass. He'll chip it behind the goal. Nobody there for the Rivermen. And up ice come the Caps. Bell, he'll chip it down where Reynolds will be in on top of Cameron. Shannon looks up ice. He finds Bass. Francis Bass, he's all alone as the Rivermen are changing. He'll just wait for reinforcements here. And now here comes the Caps through the neutral zone. Giberson out wide to the left side. Shot gathered in by Benoit, and she holds on for a face-off. Minutes and 30 seconds left to play in the third period. Caps holding on to a comfortable 5-0 lead. Short-staffed Rivermen squad here, putting in a valiant effort. And now here's Jack Courts up through the neutral zone. That's sticked. A couple of caps get tied up to each other and both fall to the ice. Walsh. Dickinson with it now. Dickinson back to Edmondson. Edmondson through traffic. Nice shot block there by Alex Chasson. Courts, he'll skate it up. Can't get it out of his own zone though, where it's gathered up now by McAllister. Throws it behind his back to Graham. Rebound. And sent to the ice there is going to be a penalty coming up here to, looks like Justin Ward will be going off. Referees talking things over. See what they come up with here. Cross-check penalty to Ward. Justin Ward headed off for 2 minutes or less for cross-checking. Camden Burns and Caleb LeBlanc, Quincy Cameron and Dallas Hamilton, 4-man unit out here trying to kill this penalty off. Back to Bowles. Bowles. Cross ice to Guyverson. He one-times it, but that ends up wide of the target. Goodine with it now. Goodine cycles it down low. That's McAllister's shot. Doesn't make its way through the traffic. Bowles shot wide of the goal. Nice centering pass there by Goodine. Goodine tried to get it to McAllister. Burns has it on his stick. LeBlanc can't get it out. Burns takes a swipe at it. There's Goodine with it now. Goodine. Goodine back to Bowles. Bowles down low to Goodine. Goodine. Nice stick. I think Cameron got a stick on it as Dickinson was waiting on the back door. Here comes Bowles down the gut. And Burns will get it out. Here's Caleb LeBlanc. Out to play though is Yerxa. And Yerxa headmans it for Goodine. Jack Courts will backhand it. Won't get enough on it though. McDonald will take over. His shot wide of the target. Held in on the far side by Frizzell. Hoyles down low. McDonald off the bar and snuck out into the slot area. 38 seconds left in the penalty to Ward. Luke Saunders out here on the penalty kill with Caleb LeBlanc. Courts intercepts that one. Caleb LeBlanc will skate it through the neutral zone. One man to beat. LeBlanc has it wide. Shot. Missed the far post. And Liam Walsh sends one toward the goal. Walsh in deep here on the penalty kill. 18 seconds left in the penalty to Ward. Nice play by Saunders to intercept that one. Couldn't get a shot off though. Good defensive play there. I think that was Kirkpatrick. No, that was Hitchcock, sorry. Hoyles now works his way down the wall. Penalty has expired to Ward. Guyverson's shot. Here comes Ward along the wall. Guyverson looking. 7:17 to go in the third period. Guyverson walks the line. Shot blocked there by Saunders. And that's sent up the wall where Ward will try and chip it by Frizzell. Gets it by him, but not out of Rivermen territory. Walsh over to Cameron. He'll backhand it. That'll make its way at least to the neutral zone. Hoyles with it now. He'll send it back into Rivermen territory. That'll bring the face-off all the way down into Rivermen territory. Face-off control there, back to Bowles. Bowles, he sends that one through. Benoit grabs it in and pile up in front of the goal here as Rivermen didn't like that late shot in on Benoit. That was Kirkpatrick. And Courts tied up. See what the referees pull out of this one. Referee got the notepad out. I don't think it was that severe of a pile-up. Coming to the box will be Courts and Hamilton. And for the Caps, Kirkpatrick. So it looks like it'll be 5 aside here. Here's Cole McCormick with it. He sidesteps one check, gets it out, leaves Rivermen territory. McCormick bumps his man on the wall over on the far side. Bass pushing away at it, out to the neutral zone. Graham with it now. Here's Shannon. Shannon, he'll look up ice. So the Rivermen down to 4 defensemen here tonight. Early in the first period as O'Shea and St. Pierre both left with injuries, and now 2 defensemen sitting in the penalty box. So looks like Shannon and Chasson will get some duty here on the backside. Try and help this Rivermen defensive core out. Ward to take the draw. Wins it back to Cameron. Shot, rebound. That was Luke Saunders with puck bouncing there. He couldn't get any lumber on it. Justin Ward, shot redirected. And now up ice comes Bell. Bell chips that one through where Walsh will send his man. Sharp angle. And Benoit, good job to hug the post and keep that one out of harm's way. So Shannon back on the blue line here for the Rivermen. Face off back to Frizzell. Frizzell, he goes to Hitchcock. 5:20 to go in the opening period. Saunders chips it there for Ward. Justin Ward, he'll get outside. Ward will backhand it. Nice play to Montrose. Montrose! Nice save by Yerxa as it was laying in the slot. Beautiful play there by Ward to get that across to Montrose. Shannon will send it the length of the ice where Ward will chip it in and head off on the change. Saunders looking to get off as well. Rivermen finish that change. Collins knocked off the puck. And LeBlanc will just put it off the glass and safely down. And that will go for an icing call. 4:43 to go in the third period. 5-0 lead for the Caps. Dickinson and LeBlanc set the face off. Four and a half minutes to go in the third period. Shannon takes a run into the pile. Trying to jar that puck loose. And out of the pile comes LeBlanc. He'll rim it around to Camden Burns on the far side. Burns tried to chip it to Walsh. Walsh was not ready for that pass. There's Shannon now behind the net. He'll backhand it to Burns. Burns by one check, gets it ahead for Liam Walsh. Walsh. That's batted to the neutral zone, and Dickinson sends it into Rivermen territory. Back to get it is Quincy Cameron. Cameron will headman to Burns. Burns chips it to Caleb LeBlanc. He tried to get across ice to Bass. That was intercepted in the neutral zone area. Dickinson Sidesteps LeBlanc. Shot, rebound, bounced over the stick of Dickinson. Caleb LeBlanc now, he'll gather speed. He has to put on the brakes as Giverson ran him out of room. Cross ice for Burns. Back to get it there is Yerxa. Down goes. Yerxa took a foul. Three minutes left to go in the third period. 5-0 lead here for the Caps. Puck battle along the half wall. Bowles chops it toward the goal. It's into the back of Cameron. He tries to get it out of harm's way. LeBlanc will take a stab at it. Goodine with it now. Goodine trying to steer away from the forecheck of LeBlanc. Gets it ahead to Montrose. That's into his shin pads. Montrose will try to get it deep. It hits the skates of the linesman as the Rivermen are making changes. Goodine now. He wheels into the Rivermen zone. Goodine, shot, steered away by Benoit. Back to Frizzell, he can't handle it. Alexis Chasson now in pursuit. And Chasson will be called on a trip as he pulled his man to the ice, Frizzell. 2:19 to go in the game. Chasson off for 2 minutes or less for, I believe the call was a trip. Reynolds up front to take the draw with McCormick. It's one clean back to Bowles. He goes to Giverson, who one-times it, and Benoit steers that out of harm's way. Here's Yerxa now. Yerxa sets it up for Giverson. Giverson, he'll look up ice. Finds Bowles down the right side. Here comes Bowles. Bowles wanting to get in on the rush. Bowles circling. He'll get it back to Giverson. Giverson back to Bowles. Bowles. Liam Bowles will send it down low to Reynolds. Reynolds tries to go back door. Had Collins on the back door, and he couldn't find the open net. Giverson shot. Scores. That went off the leg of somebody in front of the goal. Might have been Bell. Took that one in the back of the leg. Hard way to earn a goal. And with a minute and 36 left to go. Not sure why Chasson has got a 4-minute penalty. I didn't see that. I thought they had called a trip. Anyway, Chasson is still in the box, so the first penalty has expired. So a minute and 26 to go and a 6-0 lead for the Caps. Frizzell into the shin pads of Shannon. Ward now, he'll hustle this one down. Ward's got a bit of room. Ward shot. Trying to break that shutout at this point now. Up the wall to Graham. Graham, final minute of play here in the third period. McDonald. Dickinson stays on side. And Walsh will get it to the blue line, but not out. Linesman says it didn't leave the zone. And this time it will. Ward will take over. Ward will get it deep. 47 seconds left. And that goes cross ice. Giverson up on the play there with McDonald. Torts will slap it around to the far side. 30 seconds to go. Out of the reach of Ward. Shot. Blockered to the corner by Benoit. Shannon trying to get it out. 18 seconds to go here. Held in the line by Hitchcock. Walsh bumps his man. Shannon bumps his man. 7 seconds to go. Rimmed all the way around to the far side, and that'll make its way out into the neutral zone, and that should do it, folks. So after 3 periods of play, Caps skate to a 6-0 victory here over the Rivermen on a Saturday night at the York Arena. These two teams will do battle again tomorrow at 2 o'clock here at the York Arena. Rivermen will be back in the lineup. Should be not Rowan O'Shea, but Trenton Morrison will be back. And we will regroup and see what tomorrow shall bring. Thanks for tuning in to Rivermen Hockey. We'll be back on the air tomorrow afternoon.